What's up, Pat Cuddy? Just wait for a few people to come in. Cause I want to talk about some some things about Spyro and some facts that you guys will probably want to know. And as you may know, Spyro has been in my childhood since I was 9 years old. Like I have all three games, and I've been really enjoying to doing the playthrough of the Reignited. As you may know, I finished the first one. And I am nearly at the end of the second homeworld on the plains. I just have to go into Scorch. Um, well, right now we're talking about Spyro, Backcurdy. That's what I want to talk about for this video, because I feel it's important. But still stay on, because this is very important. It's not just about, um, like, I won't go into theories, because it's not really theories. It's just some thoughts on Spyro in general. Like, personally, I love Spyro. It's been in my childhood for a long time. And I feel we should talk about it as a community. Actually, I couldn't figure out how to share this on the Twitter. Shoot. Oh, hold on. Ah, here we go. Maybe that. I was forgetting how to share this on the Twitter. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'll just put it here. I'll be with you guys in a second. I'm just tuning this out. I'll be with you guys in a minute. Ah, I'm back. I'm still here though. Alright, so far we have back on it here. Oh, you should definitely play Spyro. Back on it. It's such a good game. Like, I played this since I was 9 years old. Can't get enough of it. Hands down, it's the game to play right now. Along with RE2. And yeah, so once we get a few more people in, we're gonna talk about Spyro. Well, you know what? I'll just talk about Spyro now. You're probably gonna have to buy a PSN or go out to your local game shop to buy it. Alright, so I guess the first thing we should talk about is some of the series that have been going on YouTube. Now, yeah, I know. I can understand the stress of buying Spyro, to be honest. It is expensive on PSN. Like, I remember going to PSN and trying to buy it. It was expensive as freak. That's why I had to go out to my local game shop, EB Games, to buy it. That's where I buy all my games. That's where I buy this game, Kingdom Hearts 3. And that game is super lit. So yeah, with Spyro. And first of all, when it was remastered, I just had to go out and buy it because I paid it since I was 9 years old. And when I started playing it, my heart gave a beat. It fluttered because it really brought back so many childhood memories. And there were a few levels that made me cry. Real tears. Like when I entered Aquaria Towers, I could not handle myself. I literally cried. It was really beautiful. Even even Breeze Harbor too was really beautiful. It reminded me of like an anime. It like had an anime feel to it. Oh, I will keep playing Spyro. I will. I have also other games I need to play as well, because as you may know, I am a variety channel. I play all kinds of games. Like one in the background. Uh huh. Okay. So let's begin talking about some things about Sparrow now. First of all, there are theories of Sparrow's timeline. The Canadian guy A even talked about it as well. There's also some other games of Spyro. The Legend of Spyro. And Skylanders. Now, I've actually played Skylanders. It was kind of fun, but kind of tedious because there were so many characters. But also, to me, the storyline did kind of make sense. I never beaten the game. I would like to one day. I get a lot of interest in it because it wasn't like the original Spyro. And then when they got to the Legend of Spyro, I played that a lot. I nearly beat it too, actually. I guess the reason I kind of lost interest in it was because of how hard it was as well. But those games have a bit of a storyline. Now, I am not going to say that's a theory. And my thought is not really set in stone. But I'm going to make it like at one point I'll take them first. At one point. I have to buy it still. Alright, back to Spyro. So, as you may know, there's the Legend of Spyro, Skylanders, then the original Spyro. Well, it also has a bit of a storyline. Because Metal 4, okay, first of all, I'm going to say this right now. There is some spoilers. So, I'm going to announce this right now. If you guys don't like spoilers, then don't watch this. But if you guys like spoilers, I will say this right now. There were spoilers. Yeah, it should be called Spyro 2 Dealer's Rage. I agree on that. Alright, so here, this is my thoughts of the storyline. Now, spoiler alert. Alright, this is spoiler alert because I am going to mention the endings. Some of them, not all of them. So I actually never beat the Skylanders. I should have, but I heard that I kind of feel that Skylanders kind of started Spyro because he was just a very little dragon at first. Okay, So, in the end of Spyro, the legend, at the end of the legend of Spyro, the main villain Malfoy said there was a dragon before him. Yeah, well, the dragon before him was actually Malfoy. And his story began in Skylanders. Because in Skylanders, all the worlds were different than in the original one. And in the Legend of Spyro. So, the Spyro in that was actually Malfoy. That was his storyline. Then, in the end, he got so co-opted with power. Now, here's what I think about that. He, in Skylanders, you could give him so many powers throughout the game. So it kind of makes sense that Spyro got corrupted so much power that he turned evil and created Malfoy. And then in the Legend of Spyro was 1,000 years after Skylanders. And then another dragon was born out of a puff of smoke from an egg. Another Spyro was born. And then let's skip right to the end. Spoiler alert right here. This is a spoiler alert. At the end, he met someone, a girl, named Cinder. They got binded together. And they had this thing on them that weighed them down. But that was because they were in love. Spyro actually fell in love with Cinder and was forevermore binded together forever. And in order to save the dragon worlds, that's the key word, guys. The dragon worlds. He had to save the worlds of the dragons. And he brought all of them together, which made the original Spyro. Because in the original Spyro, we travel throughout the dragon worlds. So it kind of makes sense that the Legend of Spyro and the original Spyro are together. The original Spyro is a sequel to the Legend of Spyro. Now keep note, like I said before, at the end of the Legend of Spyro, spoiler alert, that he brought the dragon worlds together. But another villain emerges, Nasty Nork, and he throws all the dragons. And then the Spyro from the Legend of Spyro had to free all of them. That makes sense, right? Because at the end of Spyro, the Legend of Spyro, he had to bring together all the dragon worlds. And all those worlds were from the original. But also, Nasty Nork emerged. And he throws all the dragons, basically. And that's what began the legacy of Spyro. So I got nostalgic there because that game I've played since I was 9. But there's one thing I am going to point out. A lot later in this. It is beautiful. Because what I'm going to say is beautiful. And when I figured this out on my own, it really touched my heart. So, Cinder, right? Her and Spyro were in love. And they were bonding together by love. And They got separated right after the Dragon Worlds came to get out of Spyro, but other Dragon Worlds together, so it's never to be seen again. Well, fear not, my children, because she is actually, she may come back. She may come back. Cinder might come back. Because in Spyro 2, spoiler alert, right now, spoiler alert, Alola, at the very end, kisses Spyro and likes him. But what you don't know, is that, remember what I said, in 1,000 years, a dragon is born. The original game was 1,000 years after the Legend of Spyro, which I just said earlier. Well, so was Cinder. Cinder is back in the original game, but through Alola. That's right, guys. Cinder, hands down, I'm gonna go firm, is Alola. Because a dragon is born every 1,000 years. So is Cinder. But he came back. But through Alola. Some of her feelings were in Alola. When Alola kissed Spyro. She's the only girl who actually had feelings for Spyro throughout the entire storyline of Spyro. Because Bianca in the third one had feelings for Hunter. Zoe, however, well, didn't really have feelings for Spyro either. The only one who does is Alola. She has feelings for Spyro. She kissed him at the end. Which could it mean that Cinder came back after 1,000 years through Alola and showed Spyro her love through Alola. Now, I do want to confirm this because Alola was the only girl who had feelings for him. It makes sense. And my thoughts on the storyline make sense too. Because Malfoy did say at the end of The Legend of Spyro that there was a dragon before him. And that comes back to Skylanders. Spyro's Adventure. That's Malfoy, guys. Malfoy is a Spyro in Skylanders. And then The Legend of Spyro happened after 1,000 years. And then Spyro at the end made all the Dragon Worlds come together. The Dragon Worlds are only in the original Spyro. And then the original happened. So there you have it, guys. That's the storyline confirmed. And now, let's talk about some other thoughts on Spyro. Since the Reignited has come out, yeah, she did. Alola was in love with Spyro. Because Zoe didn't, Bianca didn't. Alola was the only one who expressed those feelings. I want to confirm that Cinder is within Alola, but within her though. And she expressed her feelings through Alola. Yeah, it is sad. Because here's the thing I learned, actually. Not just for PlayStation, but Nintendo. Where someone dies to become a sage. just like Zelda, that Zora girl in Zora's Domain, they all became sages. So did Cinder. So basically, Cinder's spirit is within Aurora. And I just found that really, really beautiful that they did that. And now, let's talk about the hidden story of Spyro, which is something I never told us. Because here's the thing. They couldn't tell the full story of Spyro. Insomniac did not want anyone to know about it because it is very dark. Spyro is actually a very dark tale. Like, the reason they never told us, I'm sorry, it's because when I thought about this, it kind of struck me that, oh my god, why doesn't Spyro have a mom? You know? It makes sense because that's how, well, that's kind of how we were made. Because we all have moms. So does Spyro. Well, let me tell you the true tale of Spyro. That is something I never told us because it was dark. The original tale. Apparently, in the beginning, they said that Nasty Nog is a very simple-minded creature. He was kept in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. And he is ugly. Now, first of all, calling him ugly is a cover-up for what Nasty Nog has really done. Now, this is where it gets really dark, guys. Nasty Nog did something to Spyro's family. Now, remember what I said about Spyro's mom. Well, what I'm going to tell you, that was very dark. Nasty Nog killed Spyro's mom. That's why he was put there. Because Nasty Nog is actually based on the Visigoths. That's why he has that spiked helmet and that silver he has. He's based on the Visigoths. He actually killed Spyro's mom and was banished to his lair in the North Worlds. When I thought about it, it made sense. But also it struck me. And I was shocked when I figured this out for myself. But it's kind of true. And it kind of makes sense about Nasty Nog. Because you know that he has that Viking helmet. And the Zephyr. Well, Visigoths are Vikings too. So it's kind of confirmed. Kind of though. Because that original tale was super dark. I just wanted to tell that story because I figured out for myself. Because I thought to myself, why doesn't he have a mom? Well, that's what happened. Yeah, I know. And keep note, Spyro, the dragon itself, is based in the late Antiquity era of the Middle Ages. Back then, in the Middle Ages, those times were very, very dark. And that's what happened. The Middle Ages were very dark. It was dark times back then. And that's exactly what happened in Spyro. The reason I didn't want to say anything is because they wanted to keep it kid friendly, make it rated E for everyone. And I wanted to talk about this for a while because everyone deserves to know about the true tale. And I'm saying all of this out of respect for Insomniac and Toys for Bob and Activision because I love Spyro. It's been in my chapter for a long time. I just wanted to clear things off a bit because it was on my chest for a while. So there you have it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll probably see you tomorrow when I do Doki Doki Literature Club. I see you guys in the next live stream. And if you guys ever want to see like any of my games live, let me know what games you want, and I'll play them. I do have a few party games that I could do. I will probably do a poll on Twitter on that. And yeah, I'm gonna end it right here. Thank you for tuning in.